Alright guys, it was about 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning when I took this video. I had been up since 1:30. I was so excited to get to the airport and start our journey to Quepos, Costa Rica, and I'm going to take you along with me. From Raleigh-Durham, this was a pretty easy flight. We first flew into Atlanta, we had a couple-hour layover, and before we knew it, we were headed to San Jose, Costa Rica. Our family did decide to just go ahead and rent a car. It's about 3 hours from San Jose to Quepos, and although you can fly directly into Quepos, we had a few things that we wanted to do along the way. Renting a car was really easy. We took a shuttle from the airport, and before we knew it, we were off. Our first stop here was Crocodile Bridge. If you have a fear of crocodiles, this might not be for you, but along the Tarcoles River, which is dubbed one of the scariest rivers in the world, you can park for free, take a quick walk across the bridge, and look down, and you will see all these crocodiles. A lot of people have asked me about driving in Costa Rica, and honestly, we found it to be a beautiful drive. Yes, it was a little hairy from time to time, especially when we got deeper into Quepos, but for the most part, if anything, it goes really, really slow because there's only one lane and there's really only one main road going around the area, so you can't go very fast. It did take us about 4 hours, and we did stop for food and Crocodile Bridge and a few other places, but we finally got to our Airbnb. We were so fortunate to stay at Villa Paradise, located just outside of Manuel Antonio Park, and it is right next to the Quepos smaller airport. This is a stunning 7-bedroom, 7.5 bathroom villa with a private pool. It is in such a beautiful and convenient location, and the layout is amazing. It has a main area with 5 of the bedrooms, and then kind of a separate area with the 2 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms above. Each of the bedrooms at this Airbnb have their own bathroom except for one half bath, so it makes it really convenient for guests to have their personal space. They also had things just set up so beautifully, and by that I mean each of the bathrooms were very spacious. The closets were very roomy, so you could really settle in here for an extended stay. There were days where we almost did not want to follow up with our itinerary because we enjoyed being at this Airbnb so much, and it had literally everything we needed. In Costa Rica, it's pretty easy to get to a convenience or a grocery store, so we did stock up on a few things before heading to the Airbnb just to have some essentials. And that was really all that we needed because everything else was already in the Airbnb for us. Villa Paradise also had a full washer and dryer. It had plenty of bathroom and pool towels for us. It had an outdoor entertaining and cooking area, outdoor showers, outdoor clotheslines to hang up our swimsuits and our wet clothes, and even a full fitness center right in the backyard. In terms of security, there was a high fence wall all around the property, and there was also a gate that we could open and close to put our vehicle in. So it was really quiet, and we felt completely safe in this neighborhood. At the time of our stay, Villa Paradise had really great Wi-Fi, so I had quite a bit of work to do while I was there, and I had no issues doing that, which made things even better. For those of you who might require Wi-Fi, there was not a lot of signal in Costa Rica, so do make plans to make sure that you have a way to navigate around, whether it's old-fashioned using a map or downloading a program that allows you to kind of navigate without GPS, or working with your phone provider to make sure you have some signal. When we were at the villa, our phone carrier did work pretty well. We were able to make and receive phone calls pretty easily, but the main thing is that the villa had really great Wi-Fi. So although I had a little bit of work to do in the mornings before we headed out for our adventures, I was able to get everything done very easily with the Wi-Fi in the villa. One more thing that I really loved about Villa Paradise is that each room had its own air conditioning unit. So we didn't have to keep the house freezing cold. We actually don't love air conditioning, but if there was someone that likes to sleep in a much colder environment, they could set their room colder than everybody else's, and you could keep the main areas a little bit warmer. There was something so beautiful about waking up every morning with coffee and seeing the butterflies and the birds and even a little iguana that was sneaking over the fence to steal some of the star fruit off of the tree. some lunch and our first day itinerary. And our first stop was Shena by the beach. If you are a guest at Villa Paradise, you do get a one-day pass to Shena by the beach, and you can go there to enjoy the views, first of all, of the forest. You can enjoy some lunch. Their food was absolutely amazing. You can lounge by the pool, and there is a small little hike down the mountainside that you can go to kind of like a smaller, more private beach area to enjoy. So we had an absolute blast there. It was beautiful. The beach was stunning, and yeah, I would highly recommend it. After some lunch and some time at the beach, our next stop was El Avion. And for those of you who've never heard of this is an old CIA spy plane that they have kind of morphed into a restaurant. And not only is that super fun, but the food is fantastic. They had some of the best food and drinks. And if you go up to the top, you get the most stunning view of Manuel Antonio area, of the ocean. There were so many monkeys in the treetops, and it was just such an experience. We had so many moments where we had to just pull our vehicle over and take in the sights, and this sunset looked like it was literally setting the water on fire. Now, we absolutely could not go to Quepos and not visit Manuel Antonio Park. Make sure you get your tickets online ahead of time, and if you're going to get a guide, get one inside the park. Now, walking through the park, not only are you going to see a ton of tropical jungle foliage, but you're going to see tons of wildlife like monkeys. We saw a kinkajou, a sloth, a lot of deer, and tons of black iguanas, which became one of my favorites while visiting. When you're inside the park, there are a couple different trails you can go, so do a little research ahead of time and decide what's going to work best for you in terms of where you'd like to go and how long you'd like to be walking. There is a small shop with some food and some gifts inside, so you have that for you as well. Now, the beach inside Manuel Antonio Park is dubbed one of the top beaches in the world, and I wouldn't doubt that it's true. This was absolutely stunning. Just keep an eye on the monkeys because they absolutely will try to rob you blind while you're enjoying the water and the views. The water was crystal clear here, surrounded by a jungle setting, not very rocky, with nice, clean, clear sand, and it was so lovely. Now, back at the Airbnb, one of the service that they offer to you that you could opt in for is having a private chef come to the house and prepare locally sourced amazing meals for you. We had Chef Diego, and we didn't really know what to expect. He kind of took all matters into his own hands, and he started making us some fresh pico de gallo and guacamole. He even had the chips ready. He gave us an appetizer, a full meal, as well as a dessert. And let me tell you, at the end of a trip, after having a few amazing days, this was such a treat. He even took care of setting up the table, cleaning up all the dishes. He didn't leave us with any mess. He did all of the grocery shopping. It was so nice. Let me tell you, if you have a picky eater, this is one way to get your kiddo to try some new local foods. Now, he did ask us a few questions on our preferences. My husband and I were really excited to try some of the local fish. My daughter wanted a vegetarian meal, so he prepared those for us. They were absolutely amazing. And then, of course, we had to end with a proper dessert, a tres leche cake. It was my daughter's first time trying that, and holy moly, it was absolutely incredible. That's it for now, guys. I really hope you enjoyed our vlog to Quepos, Costa Rica, and there will be more videos coming. So please make sure to like and subscribe and leave me a comment if you like my videos. A reminder that I am a fee-free travel agent, meaning I can help you plan your trips at no cost to you, and I do love doing it. It brings me so much joy. So if you or anyone you know is planning a trip in the near future, please don't hesitate to reach out using the links below. Ciao for now, and happy travels.